Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 6 of season 1 of My Hero Academia. In the last episode, we got to meet our class. You know, Izuku, after the whole little preliminary test with the machines, the rescuing and all that kind of stuff, he's made his placements. He's been assigned a homeroom, a home teacher as well. And he is, he's not one to tolerate slackers or anything of the sort. I think that's probably the best way to put it. So his methods are a little extreme at weeding people out who should not be here. And obviously, because he has no power or control or understanding of his quirk, because he literally just got it, Izuku is right now in his crosshairs. But in the last little trial, when put to the test, he managed to actually pass by the skin of his teeth. But he did it. He did it, seemingly. The episode did kind of cut after that. We'll see what the reaction is after this, but things are hopeful. Obviously, we're here for a reason. This is being told retrospectively. So I'm excited to see what happens next. So with that all said, let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. Over there, you get to watch it without all the edits we got to do to get this stuff up on YouTube. You also get up to 4 weeks early access, depending on what tier you sign up for. You can also submit your own comments, questions, or fun facts for me to read at the end of these episodes. It's just a great way to support the channel and help us do things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate a jealous reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And that all said out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 6. Here we go.
Even if I have a lot to learn, I'll focus on what I can do right now.
Gives me chills still.
It hurts, but not as bad as before.
Well, yeah, because you only destroyed your pinky this time, or your finger, your index finger.
Did he focus all that power into one finger?
That is exactly what he did.
You see, I'm still standing.
This kid.
Oh, I love it. Even if with his face there too, like he was impressed, seemingly impressed. But yeah, it gives me chills, man. I love protagonists like Izuku, dude. I do. So I'm so excited for this journey. Because of my 2-week trip, it's been a little bit since I've watched the show. It's been like, what, 2-3 weeks, I think, since I watched the last episode, and I've just been itching to get back.
Just like in the exam, this quirk is very odd.
It wasn't a very pretty throw.
What is with your face?
What was that?
Oh, yeah.
If he had a quirk, he would have gotten it when we were kids.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna know something strange. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Oh.
Hey, Deku, you bastard! Tell me how you did that or you're dead!
Oh. Not today.
Where the hell is your damn scarf?
I mean,
Capture weapon made out of carbon fiber and a special metal alloy. Stand down.
let's go. We got our answers. Not so much how he controls it, though.
It gives me serious dry eye.
Too bad. That power is amazing.
It is amazing.
He can erase the quirk of anyone he looks at, but the effect ends when he blinks.
You're wasting my time now.
Oh, okay. That's the dry eye. I thought it was just a side effect of his ability. It's because he can't blink. It's only active while his eyes are open. Good caveat. That's a good drawback to it. I can hold my eyes open for a hot minute. I feel like some people can too. It's a little more difficult, I think, for some, but then a high pressure situation, you know, like in the field or something, that would be very, I'd imagine, even harder to do, especially, but he's probably conditioned himself quite a bit, but it is frustrating. He'd be great for a fucking Visine commercial. But yeah, I was thinking well, he explains like the durability of his scarf. That can't be comfortable, right? To like wear. But like I guess it doesn't completely explain like his ability, like how controlled his handling of it is. That could just be skill. It could just be a whole other, but I'm just overthinking things. But yeah, dude, Katsuki or Bakugo is, he's like, wait a second. If you had a quirk this whole time, I certainly would have known. That would have come up while we fucking grew up together. We went to school together. You didn't have a goddamn quirk. The fuck is up with this? And now he's up here and he did something like this, and it just like, it's just unsettling his entire perception of everything. And I hope we continue down that path because he needs some humbling for fuck's sake, man. I'm very interested in his story.
Whatever, Deku. No matter what power you end up with, you'll never be able to beat me.
I can smash into the ground!
Jesus Christ, what happened to this kid, man? Why? They seemed so fine as kids, like they were friends. What the hell happened, man? What flipped on him? It was like a fucking switch. Like, yeah, sure, he was cocky and he was a little like, no matter what quirk you get, you'll never be as good as me. But it's like the moment he realized he never had a quirk, he just started to discriminate or just get this chip on his shoulder, and it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Like, is it kind of going back to like what I said before? Again, don't answer. This is just the questions rattling out of my brain as we're talking about things. I don't want answers. I don't want spoilers. I don't want none of that. I know some people will like take my questions like straightforward and try to answer everything. I don't actually want that. I'm talking out loud. Like my thought process is going back because we've seen like how people are treated with or without quirks. It goes back to like kind of like Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know, with people without bending, and then where they kind of took that with Legend of Korra with the non-benders kind of feeling like second-class citizens and all this. Is it kind of this feeling like did the fact that they no longer had that potential to be in the same field or in the same status or in the same category? So once they got separated by that, then they couldn't be friends anymore, that he felt like he was better than, that he shouldn't be hanging around him. Is it perception? Is it what is it? I want to know more about that, because they seem the way that, especially Izuku doesn't really even hold it against him either. Like none of this is like they used to be friends, and he's still even like, yeah, sure, he's a little afraid of him because he's a bully now, but like his heart's still not like fractured as a result of any of that. Seemingly he doesn't hold it against him for one reason or another, but like there's just this like disdain from Bakugo that I don't quite understand yet.
After that, I had to fight through the pain.
I'm sorry, this fucker. Hold up, where are you at? It's
After
right. Look at him, that derp little face. And he's just looking right in. Why are you looking into the camera, bud? There's not even a camera. Why did they draw him looking at me? That's what I want to know. Why is this why is this happening? This is freaking me out, dude.
As we finished up the rest of our physical fitness tests.
Oh shit, was one of them just straight up invisible? Because there's like just a walking jumpsuit.
All right, time to give you your results.
Yeah, right here, because there's no arms coming out of this sleeve. Interesting. Yeah, I can't wait to figure out what all these people do, man. Especially Falco over here. Then we got Bubblegum. I don't know what the hell's up with this kid and his bulbous hair. We got Axel right here. I've seen this guy before. I don't remember his name. I've seen this kid a lot in like conventions and stuff like that, some figures or whatnot. Don't know his name. Honestly, I think I thought he was Bakugo, to be honest, because the only names I knew associated with this series was Deku, Bakugo, and All Might. And I thought that was this kid.
I've ranked you all from best to worst. You should probably have a good idea of your standing already.
All right, who's worst?
And the only test I was any good at was the softball throw. I bombed the rest of the challenge.
We'll see. Who was last?
I'm in last place.
Maybe he'll make an exception because of the promise you showed.
And I was lying. No one's going home.
You fucking kidding me? You dick. That's fucking hilarious. I thought there would be something like that where like, oh, he was maybe so that was never the plan. Maybe it was just a kick in the butt to get them to like try their damnedest and to get a good idea under pressure where everybody stands. Maybe that's the frame of mind for it. Well, I mean, that saves us like the bullshit, like, oh, Deku. Well, it wouldn't have been bullshit because honestly, I would have bought it. But like, oh, the promise of this whole class. I won't be sending you home yet. No.
That was just a rational deception to make sure you gave it your all.
The rest of you didn't figure that out.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I guess I probably should have said something.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, God, was she the only one? Fun.
Pick up a syllabus in the classroom. Read it over before.
I like this guy. I like this guy a lot.
Take this and go have the old lady fix you up. Things are going to be tougher tomorrow when your actual training begins.
Well, let's go.
I managed to make it through the first day. I'm starting out at the bottom. I've still got a whole lot to learn.
Yeah, it means there's nowhere to go except for up. I mean, he could get expelled, I guess, but like still.
I read your file. Last year, you expelled an entire class.
Oh. What the hell?
You were planning to send last place home.
So this was the lie.
You see the same kind of potential in young Midoriya that I do.
What is this about?
Aw, cute. Okay, so the thing about it being a lie was actually the lie. If we're going off with All Might's framing here, because like he said, he doesn't have a history of being kind. Like apparently. And I guess my Kakashi comparison isn't that far off, especially the way his like demeanor's kind of like is. Like that balance between lighthearted and serious, but like the fact that he takes the job super serious about who he passes and all this kind of stuff, and that like the intention was to cut loose whoever was last, but he got a little soft here, showing, or at least implying, like All Might said, that maybe he sees that little spark of some in young Midoriya here.
Like you've been in his corner the whole time.
Yeah, don't show your hand too much here.
Would have sent him straight home after class without hesitation. It's cruel to let a kid keep dreaming of something that will never come true.
Oof. I mean, yeah.
You're a kind man, Aizawa.
Yeah.
I know that.
I agree.
Clearly, we are gonna have us a problem.
Are we though? Do we have to have a problem?
I suddenly feel really tired. I need a nap.
My quirk stimulates your ability to heal, but healing takes energy.
Oh, okay.
Get too many big injuries, your stamina will be shot, and you'll die instead of healing, so be careful.
A Kamui,
I can't
Hez
keep
dispenser.
relying on help from others.
Or pill dispenser, whatever that was.
Hey! Wait up, you two!
Aw, are we finally making friends?
And your name is Deku, right? Isn't that what Bakugo called you? During the fitness test, he said, Deku, you bastard!
Deku is what Kachan calls me to make fun of me.
That sounds sportsmanlike.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. You know what? I like Deku. He could make a great hero name. Plus, I think it sounds kinda cute.
Deku it is! The whole world is upside down!
Wait, what?
It's don't worry about it. Deku, it does just kind of slip right off the
At least
tongue,
I'm making
though.
some new friends. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a step in the right direction.
You don't have time to relax, Midoriya. Not yet. The real test begins tomorrow.
How many real tests are there, sir?
UA's Hero Course curriculum.
Now, let me
There are
breathe
normal
for a
core
second.
classes
Hold
like
up.
English.
The man whom I respect most is my father. The house, that is the house in which he lived. I well remember the day on which we both met. Please tell me that all you know.
They meet in the mornings.
Okay.
Now,
This
which
is
of these
just
four sentences
English.
contains a mistake?
4?
The relative pronoun's wrong in the last one.
Lay it on us!
Yeah.
Stuff on the cheap.
White rice is the perfect comfort food, isn't it?
Oh God, what the fuck?
This is super good.
And then, in the afternoon,
Coming to the door like a hero! Today's lesson will pull no punches!
fight training.
Oh no. Oh no.
These were designed for you based on your quirk registration form.
Oh, wait. Like suits? Is it going to be the one he was sketching, the one we were talking about before a few episodes ago in his notepad? Oh my God. Dude, Bakugos is ridiculous. Where is he? Taking too long to... Oh, pelvic thrust back there is in like knight armor.
Shall we get started, you bunch of newbies?
We didn't get to see Deku, dude. Come on, get your ass out here. But yeah, Bakugo's so extra.
Which included physical measurements and any desired costume designs to an exclusive clothing company. But I'm already registered as having no quirk. Oh no, what should I do?
Quirk registration? Yeah, you can update that, not a problem.
It's that easy?
You know how everyone's examined and registered when they enter elementary school?
Yes.
Where people discover that their quirks aren't exactly what they thought they were at first. You're allowed to revise your forms once or twice when you understand your powers better.
That makes sense.
Look, just march in there and tell us what you want to do.
Crap, I hung up on All Might! I'll have to apologize later.
How much does his mom know currently?
Proud you got into UA.
Is that a costume?
I guess I might have jumped the gun a little bit.
Oh wait, did she make it? Oh, fuck.
I think you might have felt that I gave up on you a while back.
Oh, god damn it, dude. Fuck me. Cute.
This is it.
Hey, Deku! Love your costume. More specific about what I wanted. This bodysuit is skin tight. Not really my style.
Love this school.
Yeah, I could do without the helmet though. Oh, interesting. But he does look like a fucking rabbit though, like a creepy freaking rabbit.
Most of the villain fights you see on the news take place outside, with the most dastardly evildoers take place indoors.
Oh, close quarter. Oh, it's see-through. Okay, that makes a little more sense. He still looks like he's trying to dress up like a Sonic OC or something, though.
You're dealing with actual people now.
So, Deku, don't kill somebody.
Splitting us up based on chance or comparative skill.
Isn't this Cape crazy?
To do that, the good guys either have to catch the evildoers or recover the weapon. They protect their payload or capture the heroes.
Interesting. Fun.
Pros often have to team up with heroes from other agencies on the spot, so maybe that's the reason we're seeing that here.
Yeah, you don't really always get the luxury of choosing your partners.
Let's draw!
Oh! Whoa, rewind. Huh. He's half ice. What's with the eye, though? I swear, this dude looks like he reminds me of a Pokemon, and I can't remember what I'm thinking of. I'm sure somebody will fill me in. Which Pokemon am I thinking of? I'm not going to go too far into it, but like, he's split down the middle. Like, he's got like the split in the hair. This is matching. I'm wondering if he's like, obviously ice is part of this theme, but I wonder if there's more to it and why he's like split though. Because it seems like to match. I don't know, whatever. We'll worry about it when we learn more about it. I'm not gonna like get, dude, kid, stop. Oh, that was the invisible chick, I think.
I declare that the first teams to fight will be...
Just the floating gloves. I was like, that one guy's by himself and I forgot about him for a second.
Team D will be the villain.
Oh shit, I didn't even think they were competing against each other. I didn't even think about that. I thought they'd be competing against maybe like a specifically chosen like person to fill the villain role. Not one team would be the villains, one team would be the heroes. Oh no, that's concerning, especially with this matchup. Oh god. I mean, you could just go 100% and blow his head off, but... Yeah, well, he doesn't like that he's got resolve. It's like an affront to him for some reason.
The key to being successful in this challenge is to embody villainy. Think from the perspective of an evildoer.
Easy enough, he told this kid to kill himself in the first episode. Bakugo right now is not that far off from going one way or the other.
So this is the weapon we must protect. Fake, of course.
Hey,
What if it wasn't?
do you really think Deku has a quirk?
You saw how he threw that ball, though I think his power hurts his body. Why is it that you seem to be especially angry when it comes to Midoriya?
Yes, please, open up a little bit.
Is they just tricking me all these years? I'm gonna roast that damn nerd.
He's the one who's always making fun of you.
And he's amazing. He can be a real pain, sure, but his strength.
See, like, Izuku still even looks up to him, like, despite how he treats him.
But that just means I have to do better. I refuse to lose today.
Let's go.
Oh, not that I'm trying to get you wrapped up in my fight or anything.
Are you kidding? We're a team, right? Let's win this!
Aw, cute.
All right!
I can't with that outfit, though.
Pay attention, kids. Think about what you would do.
God, he also has the bad luck of going first.
There are a lot of blind spots.
It also gives vague Five Nights at Freddy's vibes, but mostly Sonic the Hedgehog.
If I did, I'd probably end up killing someone.
Yeah.
Whatever I can do without a quirk, I've got to use my head.
It's not gonna be that simple.
I can do this.
Oh! Just straight to it. No hesitation.
You okay?
I'm fine, thanks. Deku!
Oh,
It's just my mask.
There we go. Yeah, we can lose that.
What's the matter, Deku? Afraid to stand up and fight me? I knew you'd come at me first. Figured you'd try to catch me by surprise.
Oh, he knows him too well.
What kind of man pulls cheap crap like that?
It's a viable strategy. He's playing the part, acting like a true villain.
No, he's just being Bakugo.
Wow! Look at those moves!
Yo! He studied your ass! Get fucked!
I know, because I've watched you for years. I analyzed every amazing hero, even you.
Aww.
It was all in the notebook you burned and threw away. You can call me Deku, but I'm not the same helpless, defenseless kid anymore. From now on, Deku is the name of my hero!
Aww.
It could make a great hero name. Plus, I think it sounds kinda cute.
Adorable. Let's go. Dude, this has me so fucking hyped.
If you keep on hurting him, then I'll stop you myself!
Aww.
You're shaking in your boots, you're so scared. Fight me anyway.
Yep.
I hate you!
Yeah, he can't even, like, I don't get it, man. I need to know, like, his side of it too, about being a hero, about why he's doing it. None of it is for the acts of heroism itself. It's not for helping people. It's not for anything altruistic. He's like, I'm going to be the most famous. I'm going to be the richest. It's all about inflating his ego further. And that, again, like, we've talked about it a lot up until this point, is like, it's how this world is structured to, like, reward heroism in a way that doesn't really benefit the whole ethos of being a hero. I don't know. We're not going to keep retreading that, but, like, I loved this, especially with him owning Deku, the insult, taking that, making it his. Sure, Uchako kind of prompted that. He's clearly, that's his crush right now, man. Like, from the moment she saved him to now, every step of the way, and he's just like geeking out every time she comes around. But like the fact that she's like, yeah, it's a cute name, it'd make a great hero name. Obviously there's the story behind it, but also I think there's something powerful about taking an insult and making it your stamp. This thing that has been used to, like, degrade you over the course of this life, that he calls you to put you down, to, like, to take that, own that, make it yours, take it away from him, take the power away from the oppressor, and then make it your own kind of source of empowerment. It's like, that's not something you can use to hurt me anymore. If anything, I'm going to now build that up as an affront to you. Like, if people start cheering the name Deku, what is that going to be for him who used that as a way to kind of kick him down? I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. And as much as, like, yeah, he designed the suit, and I didn't see the connections initially until All Might pointed out, but from the grin to the ears, even though it did have the entire, like, rabbit aesthetic, it's all one color, everything, even the helmet, the mask, everything. And again, it does it reminded me of, what's the Sonic game where you got to create your own Sonic character? That's what it kind of made me think of. Because you could do like different types of like animals as your OC or whatever in that game. And it looked like something very similar to that. But like right off the jump in this fight, Bakugo's explosion blew the face mask off. I think it looks good with just like the neck guard, because I think we saw it in the opening sequence without the mask. So I'm going to assume that the mask, the hood element, is not something that sticks around. But I love this too. Like, again, like no matter how much Bakugo has tried to move away from any kind of relationship with Izuku throughout the course of their childhood because of that gap between them, that perceived gap, that's never been a thing for Izuku. He still looks up to him. He still admires him. He still like classifies him as a great hero. So much so that even though he's studied all these great fights between heroes of renown and profession, but he's also studied Bakugo. I think that just goes to show how much Izuku looks up to him. And I think that too is another thing that's just kind of getting under his skin. But like the fuck, he's like, I know you always start with that right hook. And he met him right there, used that momentum and flipped him. Now will he be able to like continue the fight? He's trying not to use his quirk, and I understand that right now. Without any control over it, he could kill him. He could straight up kill Bakugo right now, I would imagine. If he hit him with the full force like he did that fucking robot, I think he'd blow his head off. So he's got to find some kind of middle ground. I wonder how long it's going to take for him to actually get control, isolated control, precision control over how much power he exerts. Because he still did 100% just to the finger. It just wasn't his entire body, whole arm, or anything like that, even in the last round. So I don't know. That obviously that's got to be kind of a long-term goal here with it, but also I just think it's so I like this whole like pitting them against each other though in this framing, because it does. I hope that my hope is that, I mean, it could go either way. We've talked about this a little bit before already. Bakugo is either going to become a villain or he's going to be humbled, inspired, like I hope with Deku kind of brings to the table for everybody. In this way that like sometimes this pure idealism kind of radiates and oozes around and affects everybody around him. I hope that it helps Bakugo understand his rage, his perception, and all of this. But very easily, this could also be foreshadowing with him being right here on the villain team right off the jump, and the way his aspirations, his attitude is very villainous. He's not playing a part right now. He's just out here to make Deku's life hell. And I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to return to that childhood thing, but also like it'd be really interesting too, I think, for them to have been childhood friends and to go that route of maybe he does become a villain. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm interested to see where this goes. And I like that this budding relationship he's got with Ida here and Nochoko is like he's making friends, you know? Like even now, like aggressive, or maybe not aggressive, but what's a good word for it? I don't know. I don't have a good word in mind for the way Ida was kind of presenting himself, like his attitude towards everything, how he seemed maybe kind of harsh. It was just purely because he's very studious. He's like I said, I compared him to Joe in Digimon, though, if Joe was like ripped and shredded and a bit of a dick, but he's not like ill-intentioned. Like it's all within, like he's just a good student. He takes this all very seriously. And I like that they've started to kind of he's making friends, like with fellow Quark users, even though like in his previous school too, where he wasn't and it didn't have one, it seemed like everybody was making him the butt of the joke the entire time. Which makes me wonder, like, if that attitude change? Again, it goes to how do people view people without quirks in this world, because we haven't really fixated on that too much in the show just yet, other than the example of Bakugo and Midoriya because like it makes me wonder, like, how would they feel if they learned that he wasn't born with a quirk? Would that change their attitudes towards them? Would that change their attitudes towards All Might even? I don't know. God, it's getting good. I'm excited for the next episode. Real excited for the next one. Anyway, let's head to Patreon. We're going to start off this time with Joe. Everyone else is saying hi, so I'm saying hi too, so hi. So, as you can plainly see, this show has a lot of characters. I'm curious who you're curious about. You've seen a lot of the designs, but not as many personalities yet. So, based on what you've seen so far, which ones are you curious to see more of? There was a similar question, I think, asked, I think it was last week when we met Class 1A. The Frog Girl was one that I'm very interested in seeing a little bit more of. She's the kind of the standout because like the design, especially in the hero costume, definitely leaning into that frog toadish aesthetic. After seeing the hero thing and a little bit more of it, I don't know the name, but like the one that's got the half white hair, half red hair. Curious about them. The pink girl stands out, obviously. Sore thumb stands out. Want to know what their shtick is. And then the little pervert goes, God, every step he's like, I love this school. She's wearing that when Ochaku came out wearing this her hero outfit, he's just like, Gah. And then like when he was paired up with the other person, he was like, oh, I thought it was all he's just staring right at a rack. What's his thing? What does he do? Like I think we saw like in the Azawa tests or whatever, there was like these little things that like resembled his hair. I think maybe I'm gaslighting myself. I don't know if that even really happened or not. I want to know what his thing is. Those are the ones that stand out the most. I have a basic understanding of pelvic thrust and a couple of the other people, but like that one for sure. And also, what can Falco do? Because they're just seemingly completely human, but then bird head. And the bird head's a different color than the rest of their body too. So it's just like, I want to know the shtick there. Then next up, we got Star Wars Fracturer. Episode 6, what an episode, to be my first question for my favorite anime. Deku embracing his bullied nickname as his hero name shows his growth very early in his new quirk's connection with him, and the confidence his time with All Might and his new ability has given him. What do you think has been his biggest help / hindrance? And what do you think he needs to work on next? I think his biggest thing is confidence. Because obviously he's been bullied, he's been pressured, he's been wondering if he could ever pursue his dreams. His biggest hang up right now, I think, is his confidence. Because that's he's standing on shaky ground physically and emotionally as a result of it. But at the same time, it's that shaky ground that keeps him humble, I think. And I think that's helping him a lot with keeping his mind framed in a way that one should frame it to be a hero. I think his whole thing is all about the purity of standing up for people without power, because he knows what that's like to be without power. He looks up to that. And I think that there's the risk of losing that confidence and then him becoming overconfident like Bakugo, that it starts to, teeter-totter a little bit one way or the other. But I think right now it's a little bit of a both for him, a little bit of a boon and a caveat that I think keeps him very real, grounded, and keeps his eye on the ball and his heart in the right place, I think. Very excited to see where this story goes, though, for him. Then we got I'm a Leo. Hi, Omni. Really loving the reactions to this series. My question is, what do you make of Bakugo's reaction to Izuku's quirk? And do you see the two characters ever getting along? I think I kind of touched on this when I was going through my post-episode thoughts a little bit. I was like, with Bakugo, it could really go one of two ways. And again, a lot of that, I would love to know about how people treat non-powered people in this world, because we haven't really seen a lot of that. Because that seems to be like, he just is so offended with the idea that this kid, that they used to be friends and he used to look up to him. Maybe he just liked that adoration so much. And then it just went up to a whole other level when he got his quirk and he didn't. I don't know. Maybe it put them on different paths, different levels, different tiers, and then even interaction, or I don't know, man. Like there's a lot of that I still feel like I need to know to really kind of wrap my head around their relationship or why Bakugo feels so strongly the way he does. But it also would make sense, like for somebody whose aspiration is to be the best hero, the richest hero, the most popular hero, better than All Might, you know, like he's got such a chip on his shoulder that somebody like Izuku coming in here and doing as well as they are puts pressure on him to question about how far can he go. It kind of makes him question his entire reality, and by doing that, what he even knows as well. And if he's been being made fun of this entire time because he's like, has he had a quirk this entire time and he's just been lying to me and hiding it from me? Why would he do that? It just makes him question himself and his reality to a point that's it's making him more and more unstable, which is perfectly fitting for a quirk like his. It's literally explosions. His whole thing is making things unstable to the point they burst. So I think that's kind of fun. I would love to see them get along again, but I don't think we're gonna. If that is something that happens, like I said, Bakugo, I could just as easily see becoming a villain with the way his mindset is right now and his attitude, his values. But at the same time, I would love to see Deku's purity fucking humble him. I think he's in desperate need, even as a villain, even if he did go the villain route, I think he's in a desperate need of being fucking humbled. So maybe one day, hopefully they could be friends again. Next up, we've got Bear P. Hi, Omni, love your content. Well, thank you. Welcome, welcome. This episode has one of my favorite quotes from the teacher Aizawa. He says, "It's cruel to let a kid keep dreaming of something that will never come true." Or in subbed, which I think is even more poetic, he says, "There's nothing crueler than letting a dream end midway." Ooh, I like that wording. Why do you think he approaches teaching with this philosophy? Also, who do you think has the coolest costume in the class that you've seen? I'll actually have to go back and look at those, I think. All right, we'll come back to that, though, after I answer the question. Sorry, I got distracted trying to find the spot. All right. Because I think, like, I think the idea with that in mind is, like, you could waste your life focusing on doing something that is impossible or unachievable when you could just set your expectations a little more reasonably and maybe be happy, or maybe it would prevent you from ever feeling completely unfulfilled, or that reflecting your inability to reach it, affecting your drive, your spirit, your perception of yourself. I think the idea is about honestly just wasted energy when you could be putting that towards something achievable, something realistic, something that could still bring you happiness, just setting your expectation a little bit more closer to home. And then you can just be kind of content with that, I guess, is kind of the main thing about, rather than trying to achieve the unachievable, nothing crueler than letting a dream end midway. They do kind of come across with a little bit of obviously they're trying to get across the same thing, but I feel like that one's a little more, it kind of comes across a little bit different with the intent in that one, because then that means like you could have got there if the dream didn't end, and that would mean that he ended the dream in this. It almost kind of has a very different point. There's nothing crueler than letting a dream end midway, but he's the one trying to end that dream midway. He's trying to like wake you up before you get to that point. So he's trying to be that cock block between you and the end goal. And I feel like that doesn't get the same message across as strongly, as nice as it sounds, but I don't know. Understandably though, I think he's just trying to reality check everybody. It's like, is this achievable for you? Maybe not. Put your efforts and your energies somewhere else where that could bear fruit. All right, let's look at these outfits that we saw. Aesthetically, I think my favorite Honestly, I don't know. They're all kind of like, they're different kind of interesting. Why is it? He looks like he's in a diaper. Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards these two right here. Are like kind of my favorites. Like, I think he looks kind of cool in general. This one just like, he makes me look like Bird Hiei a little bit. Chaku's pretty straightforward. I don't mind hers all that much. Bakugo's is just so extra. This is a little too Transformers-y. I kind of like these two. She looks like she's going to go like Jazzercise. Actually, I really like hers. I think actually I might prefer hers the most too, because it fits the whole theme. It looks good. I like the design. It might be a little on the nose, but yeah, we're gonna go with Toad Girl overall. Toad Girl or the Falcon Kid. Though honestly, Deku without the mask goes pretty hard. I'll say. I actually, we've seen it in the opening sequence, so I'll just say I've seen it. Yeah, I'm gonna go Deku's right now with the open face, but it's down to him or Frog Girl. And then lastly, we got Game Night J14. Hi, Omni! Don't really have a question in this episode. Just want to fill you in on something that was lost in translation quite literally in this episode. Izuku doesn't just accept the nickname Deku from Araka because she's a cute girl, although that certainly helps. She also says that she thought it sounded like another Japanese word, Dekiru. Deku is a word that means wooden doll, which we've touched on before, which is how the Great Deku Tree got its name. Also often used as an insult to mean useless. This is how Bakugo uses the word when referring to Izuku, because Izuku can be misread as Deku in kanji. Ah, interesting. Okay. And Dekiru, however, means can do or able to do. So Araka is flipping the meaning of a childhood insult to make a friendly nickname, changing it from you can't do anything to you can do it. Sorry if this explanation was long, but I'm really fascinated by language. Thanks, Tolkien. And I really like this part of why Izuku accepts the nickname. I think it goes twofold. There's a lot of... I like that as well. I think it still serves in the way that it came across in this also. Having that added like linguistic mix-up of the kanji and the way that it can be often misread from one thing to the other and that it completely changes the meaning. That is cool, but also like that the way that she kind of presented it as well. I love the way it works both ways, but I think the way it came across here still also works. Also in claiming this thing for yourself, like we talked about at great length earlier, it's just great. I just like it. No matter how you look at it on both fronts, I think it's a great, beautiful way to name oneself in this or take ownership of one's own identity in this, you know. And it's just indicative of his entire character up until this point, to be able to flip that script. Can't do anything to being able to do anything. You know, flipping it from who he was before to who he is now, from what he's, thought he was to who he wants to be, being able to take ownership of himself, what it was an insult, and now making it his identity and flipping that around into something powerful. There's just a lot of really great, just great narrative meaning behind all of it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. This is my favorite episode so far, I think. I'm just excited to get more into it. Oh, dude. Anyway, another fantastic episode. So excited to see how this continues to escalate. But that's all we got for right now. Going to leave it there and pass it off to you guys. What'd you guys think? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. If you want to see the following reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out Lily Chansung, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Brinley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, Thailand, Denise Mauricio, and The Honk. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors in the channel, helping sponsors support the rescues that have been taken care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. Thank you guys so much. And as always, a huge thank you to all of our channel legends. You guys and the patrons help you so much of what we do over here. Without you guys, the channel would not be able to keep up with all of this content, getting help with the editing, the copyright claims, all that kind of stuff. So we can keep bringing this stuff to you guys here on the YouTube, because without y'all, we wouldn't be here. Thank you guys as well. But that's this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.